Hey there, y'all. Welcome back. Tracking Beryl. Here's what it looks like in our region of the Texas Gulf Coast. You can see some of those rain bands already starting to slide across the coastal bend. So even though we're not taking a direct impact from Beryl, we are still feeling impacts ourselves here in the coastal bend. Temperatures right now, not the main story, but you can see where those rain showers have gone through. 84 here in Corpus Christi compared to 90s out in the brush country, 97 in Alice. That's how heavy these downpours are. It takes the temperature and knocks it right down. So here's the big look at Tropical Storm Beryl. Yes, still tropical storm. Hurricane force winds have not been found, those sustained winds, but it does have hurricane sustained gusts of 75 miles per hour, moving almost due north at 12 miles per hour. This red line right here is the center of that forecast cone issued at 4 p.m. So as Beryl continues to move to the north, we're going to continue to see these rain bands come across here on the Texas Gulf Coast through Corpus Christi and the coastal bend. Something else that I do want to point out with those rain bands, that's typically where we can find tropical tornadoes. So the Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk, more so up towards the Houston area, over towards Brazosport. The areas to the east of that center forecast line are in a slight risk, or a 2 out of 5, and some of our areas just to the northeast of the coastal bend are included in a marginal risk. So whenever it comes to these tropical tornadoes, they're generally spinning up really quickly. They're typically pretty small, isolated, and weak. Usually they're just EF1, EF0, and again, they're found in those outer rain bands like these little red dots right here, and that is what we are getting right now here in the coastal bend, and what we will get up until we get about even with the eye of Beryl. So let's walk you through Futurecast. Here are rain chances, temperatures, clouds, all of it for the next 24 to 36 hours. So starting off this evening, we have those rain bands coming across the coastal bend. We've already been pretty breezy so far. We've had a 40-mile-per-hour gust here in Corpus Christi. That is tropical storm force. So as we see Beryl continue on that north to northwest trek towards Matagorda Bay, we're going to continue to see those rain bands come across in the coastal bend. And again, those rain bands, they are pretty slender and skinny. So if you're driving through one, it's not going to last all that long, but it is going to be quite the downpour. This entire evening, we do remain on the breezy side. You can see that eye of Beryl pretty much even with Corpus Christi Bay heading into later this evening. And at that point, that's when our rain chances are going to start to fall, because we're not going to be getting all of the rain bands coming around the northern side at that point, because it has moved to the north. Now heading into news time tonight, Beryl about even with us and continuing its northern trek to where that forecast line is right about here, and heading into about 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe even as late as 4. That is when the Hurricane Center is expecting Beryl to make landfall near Palacios and Matagorda in Matagorda County near Matagorda Bay. So for us, we are going to continue to have rain chances, particularly for our northeastern counties and right along the coast, but most locations further inland are going to be staying dry. So heading into tomorrow morning, expect warm, humid weather. Then heading into tomorrow afternoon, we still have a decent amount of moisture in our atmosphere, enough for a stray shower chance as Beryl continues up to the north. You can see some of these rain showers wrapping around the southern side of the storm, but otherwise we're going to be seeing a little bit of actually drier air coming in on these northwesterly winds, and when that happens, we call that subsidence wrapping around the lower side of this system, and that can actually cause us to get really toasty in the afternoon. So I've got us getting to a high of 96 tomorrow, even though we do still carry that shower chance heading into tomorrow afternoon. So a very hot day once those rain chances do leave us, and heading into Monday evening, we start to dry out. Now that's not our only rain chance for the week, but for now, that's what these rain totals are showing, is just through tomorrow evening with Beryl. So you can see the heaviest rain falling to the east and around that forecast center, and then very quickly those rainfall totals falling off into the northern coastal bend, maybe a couple tenths of an inch to an inch of rain in Corpus Christi and up towards Refugio and Aransas counties, maybe around 2 inches. So very, very big shift over the last week that we've seen of those rainfall totals and those maximum winds. So I did mention that we have more rain chances later this week. They're actually going to be a little bit higher than our rain chances heading into tomorrow afternoon. That comes with the sea breeze interacting with a little bit more tropical moisture. We're going to have more details on Beryl again here in just a bit. Wesley, Rudy.